Hey guys, what's up? We're here with some Summoner's War. Today we're going to be talking about the Glory Shop buildings and kind of an in-depth look at those, and then I'm going to tell you what is probably the most efficient way to farm glory points because you need a shit ton of them. So I'm going to bring up a chart I put together last night and we're going to talk about it. This is a list of all the buildings you can buy from the Glory Shop that can be upgraded, what they do for you when they're maxed, and then how much it costs to max them. What motivated me to do this is that I wanted to know, first of all, but two, because I want to save up enough for each tower and then buy it and max it. I don't want to do it one purchase at a time anymore because I did that with my speed tower and it drove me crazy. So what I'm trying to do now is wait till I have enough. For instance, my Crystal Altar is my next one. I'm saving up 11,000 glory points and then I'm going to buy it, max it, and be done with it so that I don't have to be thinking about it. So that's what motivated me to do this. But anyway, let's get into it. This is in order of importance moderately. So I feel like the first three are concrete. I feel like, in my opinion, those are the first three in that order that you want to max. After that, it gets more situational and based on your preference. So Sanctum of Energy, I feel like, is the most important. And the reason is because the quicker you get your maximum energy to its max, the more effectively you're spending your crystals when you're doing crystal refills. Because it costs 30 crystals no matter what. So every time you do a crystal refill and you don't have your Sanctum of Energy maxed, you're not spending your crystals as efficiently as you could be. Next is a Mysterious Plant. This is one, it's really nice for newer players because when you're new and you're getting on all the time and you're out of energy, it can get annoying. So this will help with that. And it's also nice for free-to-play players because the quicker you refill your energy, the less often you need to spend crystals on refills. So I feel like those are pretty important. After that, when you move into the towers that affect your monsters, the most important one is speed. Speed is probably the most important stat in the game. So any direction you can have, anywhere you can boost your speed, you need to do it. So that's the first tower. It's expensive. It takes a long time to max, but it needs to be done. After that, it gets situational. If you've pulled a lot of tanky monsters and you're running a lot of tanky comps, max your HP tower, your defense tower. If you're running coppers and bulldozers and you've got a lot of that going on. If you're running a lot of Lucians and cleave comps, build your attack, crit damage towers. It's preference. You don't have to do them one at a time either. If you like to scatter it out, if you've got the patience for that, or you've got a different style, by all means, that's all preference. The Arcane Booster Tower and the Crystal Rock, those are kind of novelty, honestly. You're going to hit a point where you're going to outgrow the tower mattering. It doesn't really do enough once you hit a certain point in the arena to really matter. The battles aren't going to last long enough for it to matter, and it's not going to do enough damage to matter. But it's novelty. It's cool to have later on. Fairy Tree and Mana Fountain. Fairy Tree increases the storage of all your mana buildings by 2,000, and then the Mana Fountain increases your mana production speed. Again, these are nice to have, but they're not important, if that makes sense. Most of your mana is going to come from farming, so you're going to be doing a lot of rune farming and a lot of other things, and that's where all your mana is going to come from. So these buildings are a nice little chunk, but it's in the long run, it's pocket change compared to the mana you're going to be getting from all the farming you're going to be doing. So I don't feel like those are super important, but you should hit them later on. And then at the bottom, I don't have them at the bottom because they're least important. I just have them at the bottom because they're maybe the most situational. And it's the Elemental Attack Power Tower. So if you want to max your win-win for your Lucians, or whatever, that's all preference. Max them all eventually, but those are very situational and dependent on the player. So there's all the information. I'll post a link in the description so you can pull up the image as you like, or whatever. But the total, I've added up the total of all the glory points that you need to max all your towers. 99,685. So basically 100,000 glory points. Plus the 180 a week for your weekly Devil Mine, because you need to be buying that Devil Mine. So that's a lot of glory points. That's a shit ton of glory points, especially at 3, 4, or 5 at a time based on where you're farming. So let's talk about how to farm glory points, how to make it a little bit less painful to farm glory points. What you want to do, and I'm aware I'm not giving the community new information, I'm just touching on it because it's in the video, and perhaps somebody will see this that does not know this, so you don't have to tell me in the comments that this is not new information, I'm aware. But you just set a weak defense, and what that does is it keeps you low in the arena. So we'll go look at our arena. I'm in the process right now of being pulled back down because I like to push at the end of the week to get the crystal reward, as do a lot of players. So I'm in Fighter 3 right now, but it won't take long for my defense to take some hits, and I'll get pulled back down to where I can clear all my wings in one sitting in one go. So I'll clear all 10 of my wings, I'll get the 2 bonus wings for having cleared my whole list, I'll clear the next 2, then I'll go back to whatever I was doing, my wings will fill back up, I'll do it again. While my wings are refilling, I'll be getting revenged and attacked over here, which will keep my rank low. So you'll clear all your wings, you'll climb in rank a little bit, but then while you're waiting on your wings to refill, you'll be getting pulled back down, and you'll also be getting hit by players like this sometimes who just have one monster, or who also have a really weak defense set, who are also trying to farm glory points. So it kind of works both ways. You get to stay low, and you get to help each other farm glory points. So you can either come in your revenges and do it that way, or you can clear your list. I think clearing your list is a way to go, because when you clear your list, you get the 2 bonus wings. So the lower you can stay, you just stay wherever you can effectively do it. If you're a strong enough player that you can do it in Fighter, do it in Fighter. But I'm gonna drop back down to Challenger, where I can clear my wings. So that's 12 wings. If I'm at max wings, that's 12 wings. That's 36 glory points if I'm in Challenger. Every time I do it, maybe I can do it 2 or 3 times a day. So we're looking at almost roughly, we'll estimate 100 glory points a day if I do it that way. That can add up quick. I have not been doing it that effectively, so that's what I'm going to start doing. So that's it. That's all the information. Do with it what you will. I hope it was beneficial. If you guys liked it, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.